Hi everyone, welcome back to Cooking with Tommy. Today I'm going to be sharing how I'm making a cozy Christmas dinner for two. Now everybody's Christmas looks a little bit different depending on where you're from, what you love to eat, and also what's on sale at the shops. This year, as I'm living on my own for the first time, I wanted to create something that feels just as special as the big dinners that I grew up with, but on a budget. Can you shut the fuck up, please? Thank you. Appreciate it, Mr. Chair. Everything here was either brought on sale or from the dollar store because I love a good dollar store special. Because let's be real, Christmas can get expensive. But even on a budget, you can make a meal that's full of flavor, love, and tradition. So let's get cooking. Christmas dinners are a lot of work, and I remember my mum always used to prep our Christmas dinner the night before, so she would have everything ready to go in the oven on Christmas Day, so she's not in the kitchen having to worry about any of that. And it just goes in the oven and it's ready when it's ready. I, on the other hand, have not started prepping and I'm doing everything all in one day, so lucky me! This is heavy. My turkey has been sitting in the fridge for a while now, so it is completely defrosted and thawed. If you think you are going to cook a frozen turkey on Christmas Day, good fucking luck. It's not gonna happen. I got this turkey for the low price in Canada for $29. Can you fucking believe that? I'm on a budget. Did I need a whole turkey? No, but when I saw it was $29, abso-fucking-lutely yes. With my turkey, I need to take it out of its plastic, drain it, wash it, make sure it's all good, and then we're gonna pat it dry, and then we're gonna make a sage and onion butter and shove it under the skin. Just, ooh. Oh my god, this is huge. I didn't realize how big this was. Thank you for your sacrifice, Mr. Turkey. See, he said hello. I just had the most insightful chat with my mum because I wanted to show her my turkey. I thought the turkey was like 7 to 8 pounds. No, 8 kilograms. So I have this monster of a bird to cook. And my mum's like, holy fuck, that's gonna take forever. You best get cooking, so that's what I'm doing. So now we have to make the butter. I have some sage because sage goes really well with turkey. This was on sale, I think it was about like $2. Oh, no, that one's brown. Oh, it smells so nice. So with our sage, we're just gonna bundle it all together, just like so. So we're just gonna chop our sage up, nice and fine. And I don't really wanna be using too much pressure here, because then I'm gonna be squeezing out all of the oils inside of it. Bang! So my oven is preheating in a little bowl. So we have our unsalted butter. Butter? Oh. Into the bowl. Sage. Hello. Into the bowl. Yummy. We're gonna add in some onion powder. So sage and onion turkey. Delicious. We're gonna add in a little bit of sea salt. We're gonna add in a, ow, my finger. Oh my god. I need one of those electric pepper mills. We're gonna add in some garlic powder. Honestly, we're just adding a little bit of everything at this point. Now we're gonna give this a good mix. This smells phenomenal, and I'm so excited to eat this later. Some people pat their turkey dry. My mum told me do not pat the turkey dry. So I'm gonna listen to the word of mum. Oh my god. Get the big bird drained. Which is its back? Which way do you go? Okay, which way?
That's the breast.
Yeah.
Turn it over and then get the wing and bend it back on itself.
Like that?
No, twist it so the little bit.
Oh, it doesn't move that way.
Well, no, don't break it. Oh, it's so difficult to explain. The bottom bit that you've got where your fingers are, that bit, yeah, flick it on top of that bit. No, bend it and flick it on top of that bit. Like the tip, put on the, no,
Like that. It's a big bird. It's got strong joints. It's gonna pop.
No, just bend it towards you. Don't break it. No, lean with your left hand. Move the wing tip towards you.
It doesn't want to go that way.
It will. Push it down. Push it down.
It's gonna break. Oh, it just dislocated.
Okay, bend it. Bend it.
This way?
No, bend it down. Right? Okay, now flick it towards you, but then put it on top of it. Push it underneath. Keep it bent underneath.
Yeah.
Now flick it and put it on top. Just the wingtip. That's it.
Up like that.
Yes.
Oh, we got there. Woo! I've been recording for the last 13 minutes. Okay, now let's see if I can do this one. Okay, everybody. So you grab the wing and you just pull it up and it sits on itself like this. Wonderful. My hands are covered in turkey. Bye. Oh my God. What have I gotten myself into? So I have my turkey pan and we're going to grab this and pop her in. I have to take off my bracelets. I haven't taken them off in forever. Okay, bracelets have been removed. Now, with our turkey, we're gonna grab our hands and there's gonna be like a membrane in here and you just wanna like get your fingers in and just like rip it, but without ripping through the skin. Right one in there, everybody. Oh my God. I gotta get different angles. I gotta go in different positions for this bird. Oh no, she's split. She's bare and all. So, with our butter, I'm just gonna break this off into like 4 little bits. So a bit for the legs, another bit for the legs, and then this is for the breast. We're just gonna split her in half. Oh, that smells so fucking good. It's not gonna stick if you don't pat it down, but that's okay because the butter's gonna get to where it needs to go. And you just kind of massage that in. Yeah, I just gotta dress her quickly, cover her up. Should probably put in a little toothpick just to stop her from moving everywhere, but that's fine. For the skin of my turkey, I'm just gonna do some seasoning salt, which I got from the dollar store, and we're just gonna sprinkle that all over her, because I feel like that's just probably the best way to go. Good Lord. Oh, I need to cover it. My turkey is covered and she's now going in the oven. Good luck. Oh, I should probably put you on a tray. Do I even have a tray that's big enough? Ah, she fits. Turkey is in the oven. First up, roast potatoes, the ultimate Christmas side. These were my favorite growing up, especially when I used to get all the crispy bits. It just made my Christmas so much better. So I'm gonna show you how to make them. We have to peel all our potatoes. I'll be back in a second.
A few moments later.
Why are you not working?
A little longer than a few minutes later.
Now that my potatoes are peeled, I have saved all the skin in a bag and I'm going to be making a stock with that out of the leftovers. We are just going to cut them into roughly the same size of cubes. So in half and then into thirds. I picked up these potatoes for around $3, so this dish really costs barely anything to make. That one's a bit too big, so let's just cut it in half. The trick to getting the fluffy, crispy potatoes is parboiling them for around 10 minutes, then chucking them into sizzling oil, and then you'll add your garlic and your rosemary on them, so they get a really nice crispy outside and inside stays nice and fluffy. Oops. And let's just make a frickin' mess everywhere whilst we're at it. Veggies can be the unsung heroes of a Christmas dinner. I got these Brussels here for around 250. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna chop off their ends, cut them in half, parboil them, and then roast them. And chop off the end. Over there, any leaves that fall off, oh, like that one, get rid of them. Because the Brussels have a little stem on the end, what we're going to do is we're going to put a little cross in them, and that helps the water get up in there to cook them from the inside out. Our Brussels are now in there, all nicely chopped. I'm going to put some water on them. Let them sit for a little bit. Then I'm gonna make brown sugar butter glazed cinnamon carrots. So with these, I just need to give them a quick peel, chop them up, and I'm just gonna let them sit for a little bit. With the carrots, we are just going to top and tail them, chop off the bottom, and slice off its head. Don't ever use a knife like that. I'm just hearing my mum scream at me right now. We're not gonna do battens and we're not gonna do slices. What we're gonna do for the carrot is we're gonna do like these thicker diagonal slices. The carrots are gonna look like that. Oh, on the floor you go. That's okay. Finally, my favorite side dish to go with any big meal, broccoli cauliflower cheese. So good. My broccoli looks a little bit sad, unfortunately, which, you know what, that's okay. She's a little wilted, so we're just gonna take off all of the leaves. Oh, you're a bit rubbery too, but that's fine. You were cheap, you were about $3, so I can't complain. We're just gonna slice off the stalk. Now that it looks like this, and it looks like an even smaller tree, you're gonna find these natural partitions in the top of it. So you can either break off your pieces, or to speed things up, you just use your knife and just chop where you think is best. Sometimes it will work out in your favor and it'll be lovely. Other times it won't, and that's okay. Now we are on to our cauliflower. This cauliflower was 50% off, and I got it a long time ago. I don't know how many weeks it's been in the back of my fridge, but it's not moldy. Maybe it's a little moldy, but that's okay. We work with what we've got. So I'm gonna break off my leaves. If you get past its exterior, it actually looks pretty healthy. Once you get, oh, that's slimy. We're just gonna take off the slimy bit on the cauliflower. Oh, you go deep. We're just gonna core you out, I think. So now that the yucky bit can't hurt us anymore, we're just gonna trim around a little bit. So I've chopped off all of the yucky bits from my cauliflower. Same thing with the broccoli. Find its head, snap it off. And now with the cauliflower, essentially you can just rip off the pieces. But we're just gonna get in there and use a knife a little bit, I think. We need to get our cauliflower and broccoli on to boil. And get those on to boil. In the meantime, we are going to make a cheese sauce from scratch, so I am going to show you how to do that. We are going to take a knob of butter, get that in there. Whilst our knob of butter is melting down, we are going to grate some cheese. Careful, your gollum's showing. Will, shut up.
Wait, what's showing?
Your gollum's showing.
Billy, shut up. Billy, shut up.
Shut up? Yeah?
Shut up, Billy.
We have some cheese grated. And for some extra flavor, because the cheese I got is just like the regular like marbled stuff, so it doesn't really taste of anything. I got some Parmesan Reggiano that we are going to chuck inside of our cheese sauce just to give it that little extra bit of flavor. If I can get this open. Hello. Our butter is melting. Just gonna take that off the heat for a second. With our Parmesan, we're just gonna grate off quite a lot actually. Oh, never mind. It's just gonna break off for us. Okay, so we have some Parmigiano Reggiano all grated up. Just gonna pop it in there. Make a roux, it's just butter, flour, and then milk or cream. And then once that all comes together, you can then add whatever you want to it. Oh, you're sizzling. Sizzling. Into our little pot, we are going to add a little bit of flour. And we'll add the flour gradually until it thickens and comes together. I need some more flour in here because it hasn't gone as thick as it should be. Oh, I think that might be too much flour. Once we get to this consistency in here, we are then going to add our milk. You can add it in gradually, or you can do what I do and add it in all at once because I'm silly, and just stir that together until the flour and butter mixture all comes together. So this will thicken up if you are not stirring it, but that is a lovely kind of chunky, thick, just white sauce that just tastes like nothing. We have our garlic that we're going to be adding in here, and we're just going to stir that garlic in so it gives us a little base for what we're going to be adding. We are going to add a little bit of oregano in there. Gives it a little bit more flavor. Stir that together for the sauce, and now we're gonna add some of our cheese. Add your cheese in a little bit at a time so it starts to melt together. Eventually, what's gonna happen is your cheese is gonna start melting into the sauce. And just keep on whisking that together. Don't stop whisking. Woo. Here is our cheese sauce. Oh, look at that. There's still a few bits of cheese that hasn't dissolved in here, so I'm just gonna let that sit on the heat and come to a medium boil. My cheese sauce has thickened up lovely. It is so freaking thick and delicious. I tried it, I'm in love. Our broccoli and cauliflower have boiled. I'm gonna drain the cauliflower and broccoli into the sink. Ooh. Oh my god. Just get that tossed in there. Whilst that is cooling down, I need to grate some more cheese for the top. I'm gonna put a little bit of cheese sauce in the bottom of this dish. We're gonna put a couple bits of cauliflower in here. This is really hot. Then some broccoli too. Here we are. Now we're gonna put some more cheese sauce on top. Very important you do it in layers. And the rest of the broccoli and cauliflower right on top. Best as you can. Now with the remaining cheese sauce, you're just gonna drizzle that all over the top of here. Handy dandy little red spatula. We're gonna scoop out the rest of the cheese sauce into here. We're gonna put our grated cheese all over the top. This is something that I would always ask my mum to make for Christmas dinner, and if she didn't make it, I wasn't eating Christmas dinner. So without fail, every year there has been cauliflower broccoli cheese. We're gonna cover this cauliflower broccoli cheese in foil and pop it in the fridge whilst the turkey is cooking. Now for the little extras that make Christmas feel complete. I am doing pigs in blankets with honey garlic sausages. These sausages were on sale for $10 and they are exactly what I want. Pigs in blankets are sausages wrapped in bacon and then baked in the oven, and they are phenomenal. And I slice open the bacon. I'm running out of room here. We have our lovely honey garlic sausages. We're gonna take a sausage, grab a toothpick. We're gonna grab our piece of bacon, our sausage, put the bacon on the sausage, put a little toothpick, and then we're just gonna wrap the bacon around our sausage. And then we'll grab another toothpick and just skewer you on the end. Doesn't have to be perfect, doesn't have to be completely wrapped. It's what we're working with, we're on a budget. Here are all of my pigs in blankets. They are all wrapped nicely and they are going in the fridge. Then Yorkshire puddings, an absolute must-have from my childhood. So the batter for Yorkshire puddings is super easy. It's 2 eggs, 200 milliliters of milk, and 2 heaping tablespoons of flour. Shake it all up, and then you pour it into hot, sizzling oil. Every year, my mum makes Yorkshire puddings. They turn out fantastic. Then I say, Mum, hey, can I make them this year? And guess what happens? Flat as a fucking pancake. 1 egg, 2 eggs, 200 milliliters of milk. So it's at the 1, and now we're at the 3. We need 2 heaping tablespoons of flour. That's not gonna work. They need to look like that. If they do not look like that, your Yorkshire puddings will not work. Oh. It just got doused with the... Now you're gonna put your lid on, hold the lid, and you're gonna shake until everything is all blended together. I'll get on my knees for this. Once it is all shaken together, there should be no lumps inside of her. She goes in the fridge. Actually, she's gonna sit out at room temperature. Do you want a cup of coffee, darling? Oh, okay, no worries. Did the camera catch this? I've said this about every side, but next up is one of my favorite Christmas sides, stuffing balls. I'm using a box of stovetop stuffing that you can get from the dollar store for the grand old price of $1.25, and I'm gonna zhuzh it up a little bit and make them into something that you will be having at your Christmas dinner. And if you don't have it this year, you will be having it next year. That doesn't work. We have our bowl, we're just gonna pour that in there. I have some thyme for the stuffing. We're just gonna put a little bit of thyme into our stuffing. There we go, looks lovely. We need boiling water. Gonna mix this all together. Once that's all mixed together, we're gonna be adding 2-ish tablespoons of margarine, so about that much, into the bowl. And we're just gonna give that a good mix around. It's so hot in this kitchen right now. Can't handle the heat, get out of the kitchen. We have our stuffing all mixed together. Now I'm gonna wait for this to cool down because otherwise I am going to burn my freaking hands. Delicious. But I'm gonna make it even more delicious. My stuffing has been cooling down for a little bit, so we're able to now manhandle it, and we're just gonna make cutesy wootsy little stuffing balls. Look at that, beautiful. And just pop them in a pan. It doesn't take a lot for bread to burn, so make sure the stuffing balls are all the same size, and you know that they're not gonna expand, so they can kind of generally sit together for the most part. Obviously give them some space so they crisp up nicely. So we have our 8 stuffing balls right here. I am gonna chuck the stuffing in the oven right now with the turkey to get it ready because I have just enough space on the rack below to put 1 tray. There we go. It is a tight squeeze in there, but that's fine. The turkey has been in the oven for a while now. I can't remember when I put it in. I think I put it in like 2:45. Yeah, that sounds about right. 2:45, 2:30, 2:30. Yeah, I think so. I don't know. I put the turkey in at some point. So I'm gonna take the turkey. Oh shit, that's hot. Take the turkey out of the oven and try not to drop it on the floor or burn myself. Shut that. Oh, okay, keep cooking. There is so much delicious, yummy stuff over here. So I'm just gonna baste our turkey. I don't have a turkey baster, so I am going to use an ice cream scoop because it's the only way that I can kind of get as much liquid as possible. That's not really working. I'm just making more dishes at this point. That's really hot. That's silly. Don't do that. That's hot. Why am I touching it? I don't know. I need a baster, but we don't have one. I know, a measuring cup is a great idea. Or just scoop her up, pour her on. I mean, it is looking really good. Grab our handy dandy little thermometer. Thermometer, Dollarstore Special, $4. Has a little clip. Also doubles as a little storage sleeve, so you can store it after you're done with it, so you don't stab it. Turkey needs to be up to 165 degrees. So I'm going to stick you, oh, that's the one, into the deepest part of the turkey. And what are you registering? 120 degrees. That is food poisoning. 135 in the breast. You, my lovely little bird, needs to go back in the oven. And I will see you in an hour. Just be bombarded by the heat like I'm in the freaking Sahara Desert. And our stuffing balls are done. They've cooked up lovely. I'm just gonna take those out and yeah, we'll leave those there for now. But I am gonna take out our turkey. So here is the turkey so far. Oh wait, bussin', it looks so good. So I'm gonna probe, I'm gonna probe her very quickly. Give her a good stick in. She is coming up to, she's still climbing. She is 145 degrees. See what your internal's at. 145 as well. Lovely jubbly. Back in the oven for a long time. I thought it was ready, but it's not. I have my pigs in blankets here, and I'm just gonna chuck them in the oven because our stuffing balls are done. And these will bake for about 40 minutes. In they go. So the turkey is maybe about an hour away from being done. So I'm gonna get my potatoes boiling now and then get those into the oven. The turkey is about an hour away from being done. So I'm gonna get my potatoes on, let those boil. Once they're done, the oil in this pan should be hot enough for them that I can dump them in here and then they'll crisp up nicely. Don't be shy. And then we're gonna whack this in the oven. And in the oven it is. And now I'll wait for the potatoes to boil. The potatoes are still not boiled. The potatoes have been parboiling for about 7 minutes now, so I need some cloves of garlic for the potato. We're gonna use 6 cloves of garlic for the potato. I don't have enough knives. That's an issue. Potatoes are done. Ideally, I would have 2 oven mitts, but I do not. We're just gonna pour those in there. Let the water run. We have this lovely little sprig, which, hello? Can it focus? Can you focus? Fucking focus. There we go. So we have the rosemary. For the rosemary, we're just gonna de-rosemary-fy it. I don't even know if that's a word, but it is now. We're just gonna take off the little bits. We're gonna pour the potatoes into the oil. Oh, that's not as hot as I thought it was gonna be. That's fine. That's fine. We're gonna put in our garlic cloves. I really should smash them. So we're gonna put in our smashed garlic cloves and then our sprigs of rosemary. Our potatoes now are covered in rosemary and they have the oil in there, which Our potatoes are covered in rosemary, and these guys are going back in the oven. I boiled my Brussels sprouts for a little bit, covered them with some seasoning salt, and I've cut them in half, and I put them in a pan with some oil, and these guys are going to be going in the oven in a second. Actually, I don't have room in the oven for them. Help, what am I going to do? My carrots are boiling. They'll be done in about 5-10 minutes. The turkey is almost done. I temped it about 10 minutes ago and it was at 160, so I think it should be at 165 now. Ooh. Oh yeah! Oh my god, there it is! Woo-hoo! Look at that. That is a turkey. Shove it right in the boob. What are you reading? What are you telling me? Come on, keep climbing. 160. Don't you dare stop. 165, everybody. We got there. We did it. Now this bad boy has to rest for 30 to 40 minutes. The potatoes are looking divine. I need to flip them. Where's the spatula? Chuck them back in the oven. Up top. To cook, our Brussels are going in the oven. And we'll finish those on the broiler. This is going in the oven. Up. Get nice and hot. I just brought my hot oil out of the oven, and now I'm going to be adding in some Yorkshire pudding liquid. Into the oven you go for about half an hour. Okay, almost done. The turkey has been resting for a while now. I have tried a bit. It is absolutely delicious. And I need to transport the turkey onto the chopping board and then pour the drippings into the gravy. In the meantime, I also did some brown sugar, cinnamon, carrots, and they are delicious. Woo! She looks great. That is going into our gravy. So I'm going to add a little bit of flour because I added too much drippings in there. And then that should thicken up quite nice. And of course the gravy. I used some turkey drippings with a French's packet from the dollar store, mixed that all together, added a little bit of flour for it to come together, and it is looking so good, so nice. This gravy is rich and comforting and ties the whole meal together. And here it is, Christmas dinner for two. Everything here was made on a budget, but it doesn't feel like it. It's cozy, it's flavorful, and it reminds me of home. Christmas dinner can look so different for everybody, and that is what makes it so special. What's your must-have favorite dish at Christmas dinner? Let me know in the comments below. I'd love to hear some of your traditions. For me, Christmas isn't about how much money you spend or how fancy the food is. It's about creating something special with love, even if it's just for yourself or one other person. Being on my own this year has taught me that the simplest things, a cozy dinner, a little bit of creativity, and a lot of heart can make the holidays just as magical. Thank you for spending part of your holiday season with me. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next one. Happy holidays. Bye! That's so good.